Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and we welcome you to our morning workout here. It took me a little bit of time to get this program connected to my internet, so that's why it took a little bit longer than it normally does. So let's see here. Whoop, that's the wrong thing. Okay. Oh well, you get the gist of it. Yeah, restricted. Yeah. Well, we'll get there eventually. That's not it. There it is. Okay, well, good enough, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so this morning we're going to be doing our workout. I'm going to be doing a minimum of about 4 to 6 rounds, maybe more, maybe less. So let's get to it. Okay. All right, here we go.
Foreman will be the first to make his way into the ring.
Who would have thought 4 years ago you were ever going to see George Foreman walking down the aisle to fight the undisputed champ?
This crowd will erupt. George said, I may be old, I may be fat, but he said, here I is.
Well, he doesn't look old and he doesn't act it, and he sure doesn't look real fat to me when I saw him on those scales. He looks big and scary.
Entire crowd is on its feet, trying to get a glimpse of George. He has come down the hallway. He is about to enter this arena, and you will hear it erupt the moment he does. Second oldest, second heaviest to challenge. And he has now entered the Atlantic City Convention Center. His record overall, the only 2 losses to Muhammad Ali and Jimmy Young. He said he had a religious experience after the loss to Young. Others called it heat prostration in Puerto Rico in 1977.
Jimmy Young not much bigger than Evander Holyfield is right now. So it has been proven that a smaller man can beat somebody like George Foreman.
Association and the International Boxing
21 by knockout. Joe, nobody has ever been able to dictate a pace to George Foreman. Holyfield says he has to and will.
Well, on his comeback, they haven't been able to, actually. The past 24 fights. Evander says he's going to do what he wants to do in there, and that's maneuver George around the ring and outbox him.
And he wants George to punch as often as he can get him to do it and get himself tired doing it along the way. George Foreman just ran over and playfully tapped Evander Holyfield, so George is still having a good time. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape, the 14-year age difference. Height fairly similar, the 49 pounds of weight. Foreman a pro for 21 years, Evander Holyfield for just 6.
And here we have the CompuBox punch stats. This is averages over the last 3 fights. Punches per round. Holyfield throws 47 to Foreman's 45, lands 28 to Foreman's 24, and the connect percentage is 49% for Holyfield, 53 for Foreman. Not bad for either of them, quite equal as a matter of fact. And the CompuBox total jabs over a 3-fight average also very close. 25 a round for Holyfield, 20 for Foreman, 12 landed to 10 for Foreman, 48% to Foreman's 50%, and very close all the way around. If stats have anything to do with it, this could be a very close and equal fight.
Well, let's call in our resident judge from the state of Nevada, Cindy Barton, with the rules for this fight, which differ a bit from the undercard fight, Cindy.
Yeah, for this IBF and the New Jersey rules, there's a 10-point must system. There's no standing 8 count this time. This time there's also no 3 knockdown rule. The bell cannot save the fighter in any round, including the 12th, and the doctor can stop the fight.
And Joe, how about the third man in the ring, Rudy Battle? The referee, Richard Steele, became such a source of controversy with Tyson Ruddock.
Well, Rudy Battle was, of course, has refereed many championship fights, 41 to be exact. He's a very competent referee in the state of New Jersey. But I'm looking at here the third man in the ring for George Foreman's corner, Angelo Dundee, the new addition.
All right, let's go to the ring. And Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, Main Events Monitor Productions and Top Rank Incorporated, in association with the undisputed King of Beers, Budweiser, present the featured bout of the evening. This bout is sanctioned by the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board, Boxing Commissioner Larry Hazard Sr., Chairman Jerry Gormley, Board members Gary Shaw and Richard Harrison, Chief Medical Officer Dr. Frank P. Dawkins. This bout is also sanctioned and approved by the World Boxing Association and the International Boxing Federation. The 3 judges at ringside scoring each round on a 10-point must system are Jerry Roth from Nevada, Eugene Grant from New Jersey, and Tommy Kazmarek from New Jersey. And the referee for this bout, working in a world title event for the 45th time from the state of New Jersey, is Rudy Battle. And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, 2 very special introductions. 2 former heavyweight champions who faced each other 20 years ago in the Battle of Undefeated Champions. They fought a total of 3 times, culminating with one of the greatest heavyweight matches, the Thrilla in Manila. First of all, let me introduce to you from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He's the former heavyweight champion who always brought one of the most devastating left hooks in boxing history into the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, Smoking Joe Frazier. And the man he faced 3 times in those 3 great bouts. In 1960, he was a gold medal champion in the Olympics. 1964, he won the heavyweight title. In 1974, he won it for a 2nd time. And then he became the only man in heavyweight history to win the heavyweight championship 3 times. Ladies and gentlemen, 3-time heavyweight champion of the world, And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Donald Trump's Trump Plaza Hotel Casino here on the boardwalk in Atlantic City, New Jersey, let's get ready to rumble! It's the battle of the ages. 12 rounds of boxing for the heavyweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white trunks and weighing in at an official weight of 257 pounds. This 1968 Olympic gold medal champion won the heavyweight title in 1973. After a 10-year hiatus, he returned to the ring in 1987, and since then his record has been a perfect 24-0 with 23 KOs. His career record as a professional, 69 victories, 65 KOs, only 2 defeats, 56 of these KOs have come in 4 rounds or less, and he's considered by most experts to be the most devastating puncher in heavyweight history. From Houston, Texas, ladies and gentlemen, the challenger and former heavyweight champion of the world, Steve. And in the blue corner, wearing the white multicolored trim, weighed in at an even 208 pounds. He's a member of America's greatest Olympic boxing team, the class of '84. He won a bronze medal that year, and he was the first of that great squad to win a world title as a professional. In only his 12th professional bout, he became a cruiserweight champion. And he is now, in boxing history, the only titleist from that division to step up to the heavyweights and capture that crown also. His overall record as a professional is 25-0 with 21 KOs. More than half of his KO victories have been in 4 rounds or less, and not one heavyweight opponent has made it to the final bell. And for the last 5 years, he's knocked out every opponent he has faced. From Atlanta, Georgia, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the undisputed, undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, the real deal, Evander Holyfield.
Okay, gentlemen, you're supposed to receive your pre-fight instructions in your dressing room. I expect a clean break at all times. Good luck to both of you. Let's touch gloves.
George Foreman has said, "It is my destiny. I'm a miracle." And the fact that he is here bears out most of that to be true. The final chapter is about to be written.
George is laying in his corner. Evander, calm and cool. Both these men seem confident that they're both going to win.
Here we go. Round 1, scheduled for 12. Holyfield exploring with some jabs and working the body, and Foreman has yet to throw a punch. Holyfield, as expected, pressing the action, trying to get a left to the body. Foreman will throw far fewer punches and will cover up with both hands across his face.
He's got a deceptive defense, Lance. Crosses those arms, blocks a lot of things. He sees a lot of punches coming. He got under that first big left hook at Holyfield. And missed that one.
Is Holyfield a bit farther away than you expected him to be?
No, this is where he's got to be. He's got to use that speed from the outside here. And just do exactly that. Pop and go.
What happens all the talk about him sticking right to George's chest to let George punch himself out?
Well, I don't think that's such a great strategy, to tell you the truth. He's got the speed. Why get in close to George? Has him sitting right in front of him.
Those were quotes from his trainer, Lou Duva.
Yeah, I talked to Lou afterwards, and they kind of changed their story, and they felt it best that Holyfield be on the outside.
George connect with the left. The crowd reacts to anything positive that Foreman does halfway through the first round. And Holyfield with a combination.
Left hook, right hand.
George, the long distance left. Look how he covers up with both hands.
Of course, when he's got his arms crossed like that, Georgie Benton knows he can't punch with his arms crossed. It's purely a defensive position.
Foreman obviously a much slower of the two in ring speed and punching speed. Holyfield trying to use that as an advantage. George with the looping right.
Way off the mark, went right behind and passed it behind Holyfield's head.
Jabbing out of there with the left, Foreman is. And here comes Holyfield. Good left hand by Holyfield.
Good left, right, left. He threw 3 quick punches and got out and circled around George. This is what he's got to do. Can he do it for 12 rounds? I don't know.
Holyfield pressing the action, which gives him the advantage when it comes to the scorecard if all else is even. Well, not first yet. 1 round complete.
when he gets close to you, cut this. You have to cut this hard. Just the last two got to be hard.
Do what you do. Be followed. He reaching for your jab.
I thought I got to be on my right side.
Right, that's what you want to see all night long.
As you saw, Holyfield sits, Foreman stands. Foreman never sits between rounds, says he doesn't practice that in sparring, so makes things go faster. So he stands, and they told him to try the left hook, Joe.
They told Holyfield also to use that jab. When you do get inside, give him to the body, quick punches, let him go. He said they didn't have to be hard, but let him loose and then get back out.
Good right from Holyfield, and then again a left. Remember, in all the earlier stories, George Foreman said he would knock him out in the second round. That's the round he took care of Joe Frazier back in '73.
Right now, Holyfield is just really tattooing George Foreman right now. That speed is really telling the tale. Unless George can land something to the body to slow him down a little bit, start hitting him with the jabs, this could be a trend all night long. Georgie Benton told Holyfield, this is what you're going to see all night long. Just him plodding in after you, looking to load up.
And a big swing and a miss from Foreman. That left to the body got through, though.
Now that was a low blow, and let me tell you, Rudy Battle jumped right in and told him, keep him up.
Rudy Battle immediately stopping him and telling him to get the punches up. Now Foreman comes on. During the rules meeting, there was a lot of discussion from the Holyfield camp about low blows, and even some elbows thrown by Foreman. Hard to tell what exactly is a low blow, though, with Foreman. With the high drugs.
He's going to put it halfway up to his chest, that's for sure. But right now, Holyfield is just dominating these first two rounds. Oh, a nice counter right hand out of the crowd.
Good exchange. And Holyfield effectively ducking and crouching. Flexibility paying off there.
Looked like he ran into a little bit of a left hook. Oh!
Foreman on the attack.
You're not kidding. Holyfield looks a little stunned, a little weary. Get back to the left hook.
Overhand right from Foreman.
Real wide, but two good body shots by Foreman. The crowd going nuts here, seeing Foreman score.
This 42-year-old right now beating up the kid in the second round.
Oh, another right to
Foreman. And a combination.
This is where Holyfield shouldn't be.
Left by Holyfield. Holyfield comes in now.
That's his instinct, though, to fight back when he gets hit. He's proven that in all of his past fights. Dokes, Alex Stewart, and everyone else.
And a little fighting after the bell. Separated by Rudy Battle. What a round for Foreman.
The crowd standing on its feet here, Len. Here's where George finally turned it on to the second round, set him up with a jab, missed with the right, but came up on the side of the chin with that left uppercut. If that landed flush, Holyfield might have been in trouble. You know this man can hit.
Take another slower look here. The left, missed with the right, and
well, he knocked his head he knocked his head so far back with that jab that he was out of range when he threw the right hand.
Let's see how Holyfield responds after the strong Foreman round, and Holyfield comes out throwing punches.
The CompuBox stats have Foreman landing 50% of his jabs through the first two rounds, and Holyfield 34%. Foreman ripped a nice little shot to the midsection.
There's where Foreman pushed off with that forearm on the right hand.
Well, referee Rudy Battle will warn him about it if he starts pushing off too much with their arms and elbows. That's illegal to do it. It's part of Foreman's game plan, the way he fights. Oh, another great body shot.
Left to the body from Foreman. Foreman probably winning a round so far, and who would have thought it?
A lot of people in this audience thought it. And a lot of the boxing experts. A lot of the sports writers favored Holyfield. A lot of the boxing people themselves favored Foreman in this fight. Gave him a big shot. Oh, he's got Holyfield reeling from a couple shots. Holyfield comes back strong with his own left hook. Kind of a weak effort with that left hand to the body of Foreman by Holyfield. He looks to be tired himself right now. It's supposed to be Foreman that's tired. Oh, he's got him picking up his leg from that body shot, Len.
Foreman continues to attack effectively. Now Holyfield with the left that connects.
You know, Holyfield's game plan was to stay away and box him, but this guy is Foreman is almost impossible to get away from. For every step you take, he takes two in, he's right back on top of it. But he's got to stick to a boxing plan if he wants to win this fight.
And Holyfield does land, but Foreman continues to just shrug off all the blows.
I saw him do it time and time again with his sparring partners, and they said, thank God George Foreman took it easy on us, and he was working with some top-notch sparring. They said it's the hardest guy they've ever been hit by in their lives.
Well, the Holyfield camp wanted Foreman to take some punches and miss them, and they've certainly gotten that as well.
But they didn't want him to land the few that he has landed. They felt that they could get away from mostly all of his punches. There goes Holyfield ripping a great shot to the body. He's got to do more of that. You see how easily Foreman pushes him off of him.
Looping overhand right again, and a little bit of a mention from Rudy Battle.
That landed on the back of the neck, and that's a rabbit punch, and those are illegal punches. And blocked. Holyfield
on the attack and connecting, and Holyfield all over Foreman. Foreman trying to hold him off. It's Holyfield now on the attack.
10 seconds left. 10 seconds left in this bout, or in this round.
George is falling forward and hit after the bell by a crisp right. A big finish from Evander Holyfield in the third.
Left hook. Holyfield, Foreman had that right hand down. Holyfield snuck that left hook over and then just let loose with a barrage of combination punches. Left and rights. He hit him with everything in the book, and unbelievably, Foreman stayed up. Because those were clean shots right on the butt. It's a testament to Foreman's great conditioning. But he was wavering in that corner, looked a little wobbly when he went back.
Just about anybody else would go down from this flurry.
Well, just about everybody else has gone down from this type of flurry.
Wow, exciting round three, and here we go to four now. Foreman sneaks in the left, and Holyfield counters as well, and Holyfield landing left. Smoke out the distance behind the ring. A smoke bomb went off here in the Atlantic City Convention Center. But not affecting the fighters or those of us here at ringside.
Not yet, but it's creeping its way over.
Coming close.
You see it in the background of the monitor right there, right?
He's slowing down just a little bit after the excitement of rounds 2 and 3. Foreman in 2 and Holyfield very big in round 3.
George is not being very accurate with that right hand. He's landing his jabs and a few left hooks.
Tiring a little bit, Joe?
Well, the way Holyfield just grabbed on him looked like he needed a little bit of a rest himself. But, you know, he recuperates quickly and comes back hard, just like that left hook to the body. Yeah, George is looking a little worse for the wear, but when you take punches like that, that takes a few rounds out of your stamina right off the get-go.
George looks to me a little bit tired here, and most experts have said the longer it goes, the more it does favor Holyfield.
Well, if he continues to take this type of barrage of punches in the next several rounds, it's doubtful that Foreman's going to be able to keep up this pace. It was hard for him to do it when he was a young man. He's 42, 43 years old right now. It's going to be a tall order for Foreman if he doesn't land something.
Another strong right from Evander Holyfield. Minutes ago in round 4. George missing, Holyfield connecting. That's the story here in the 4th. Another combination from Holyfield.
Solid left, right, inside. The last time George ever went for 10 rounds was in 1977 with Jimmy Young.
From the latter stages of round 3, George has been a large punching bag.
I should say the last and only time. But he did go 10 rounds in one of his comeback fights that went to a decision with Everett Bigfoot Martin. Early in his comeback.
Oh, another strong combination. Foreman's shining moment was round 2.
Holyfield just
From the latter stages of round 3 on, it's been all Evander Holyfield. George, a bit of a low punch in there as well with his flurry, trying to cover up. Final seconds of the 4th round, another strong one for the champion. That's it for round 4. I noticed they did bring a stool out for George, and he puts a leg up to stand on the stool. He won't sit on it, but now at least one leg up. Let's go to our judge, Cindy Barton, to see how she scored it thus far. Cindy?
Lynn, I have it right now 38-37 for Holyfield, but I must say that's been a superior performance for Foreman here. He has, the one thing that Holyfield has found out is that he cannot stand in front of Foreman. He's definitely going to get hurt if he does that.
It's all yours, just don't reach.
I think they had your 3rd round reversed there, Cindy. We'll check it out as we take a look at the replay.
He's definitely going to get hurt if he does that.
It's all yours, just don't reach.
I think they had your 3rd round reversed there, Cindy. We'll check it out as we take a look at the replay.
Here's, well, then we caught the tail end of that. But I was listening on the Foreman's corner. Charlie Scheib said, keep in a defensive posture until you get in close. Then open up. Angelo Dundee told him not to reach with his punches, and that's what he's getting caught with. His hands down reaching, and Foreman looks quite weary right now.
Here we go in round 5. Last 2 strong ones for Evander Holyfield. He continues to press the attack and hit George pretty much at will. George has not really landed anything in the last 2 rounds, Joe. And another one from Holyfield. Another right left from the champion.
Left uppercut right hand, it was grazing, but it still landed.
People always talk in terms of the puncher's chance. I mean, is Foreman, doesn't that chance diminish the longer we go?
It sure has, because his punches look slower and slower just after these few rounds.
Another low blow warning from Rudy Battle. No point has been deducted, but his 2nd warning.
Well, he's fighting. Well, I'll tell you what, that left hook to the body of Holyfield doubled him up, made him pick his leg up, and you heard him grunt. So he's still got a lot of snap in his punch. They just aren't coming real quickly.
Well, a couple of effective body blows from Foreman here in the 5th round.
That's what he's got to do, George. He's got to hit that body to slow Holyfield down. He's got a lot of speed going for him right now.
Another one of those lulls. I've noticed every so often the 5th round was critical for Holyfield when he got rocked by Alex Stewart. Sometimes Holyfield lulls, and this is the time of the fight he does that.
Well, he's such a busy guy. He's on his toes. He's moving. For a big man, that's hard to do. That's how he takes his rest. He backs up for a minute,
Right.
catches his composure, and then comes back
He
and
just
fights
took
some
a
more.
40-second timeout, Holyfield didn't. He's come back. As we near a minute to go in round 5.
This is where Foreman's got to go to work here. And Holyfield's taking that rest. You're right.
Holyfield gets another left in there. George missing with the left. Right. And another low left. Through with the left. Foreman connected.
Got to give Foreman credit for coming back like he is right now. He looked like a
Doing
big
it with
man
the left
last round.
too. Everyone talked about his right hand. He's gotten some good lefts to the chin. And Foreman with another combination.
A lot of those glancing off Holyfield, but a few of them getting by and really stunning Holyfield.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there was 5.
Strong in the 5th round, but he looked like perhaps he was lulling Holyfield.
I know I said a minimum of 4.
Exactly.
I went one more than 5. So, at least I'm out of breath. I'm out of shape. Last time I went to the doctor, I weighed 265. Can't believe it? A magnificent athlete like me weighing 265. That's unreal. But now I'm dedicated. Now I'm ready. This is going to be the most serious training camp I've ever endured in my entire life. And this is just the beginning. September 27, my legacy, when I leave this earth, will come with me to heaven. And you'll know it. The Lord knows it. The people know it. The people who wanted to come back one more time, but either could not, or when they came back one more time, they didn't have what it took to succeed. Well, buddy, I'm here to tell you, we all have one more round in us. I've got one more round. And September 27, I will show the world that we all have one more round.